Hi, everyone. I think it's about time we get started here, 2 minutes after 12:30. I don't want to keep everyone for too long on this Thursday afternoon. But thank you, everyone, for joining. It's my first Thursday webinar, so I'm pretty excited. It's my debut. And we're going to talk about pricing plans. So I'm pretty excited about that as well. I'm Nick. You might not have talked to me or spoken to me yet, but I'm on the go-to-market team. So I do marketing, sales, support, success, I'm going to explain the pricing plans today. So we'll do a bit of that at the beginning, and then at the end, if you have any questions, we have Michaela here who can answer any questions about the product afterwards. So if you want to stay on a bit later, we're happy to answer those questions as well. So I'm just going to share my screen here and just bring up the pricing plans. And this will be recorded, which we will send out to everyone afterwards. So we can do that as well if you miss it. Let me just full screen this here. All right, so I guess before we begin discussing the plans, a little bit of background about why we went this way and what we were doing with the plans is that for the last 6 months, it feels like years, we've decided to go free for anyone who during COVID needed to quickly adapt to the new changing environments, work from home or remote, and didn't have software to do that. We thought it was a good idea to remove all fees to creating client files and give the software out for free, just so we could help do our part to keep everyone afloat in these pretty tricky times. So for the last, I think it's been 6 months, it has been free. And now we are going back to paid pricing plans, but we thought, and we were hearing a lot of feedback from everyone that we could do better than what we were doing, and we could introduce some new plans. So we were pretty excited about the opportunity to bring a couple new plans to the table as well. So some of the feedback we were hearing was one that lawyers were only adding their complicated client files to the software, and they were really missing out on a lot of value for the smaller, more simple clients as well. So not only is the software really great for the complex clients, but it also you get the same benefits for the simpler ones. In fact, you can do them even quicker with your simple files. But in some cases, some people weren't able to justify that fee. So they thought they were only going to add the complex ones because that's where it really saved them a lot of time. So we heard that feedback. And another piece that we were hearing was with our pre-COVID prices, the more clients you add to the software, there was really no discount or incentive to add more to the software. So we really took both of those to heart, and we came up with some really, we think, really great pricing plans, which will allow you to solve both of those problems that we were hearing. So I'll start from right to left here. And if anyone has any questions at any point in time, feel free to just jump in and ask them as well. So from right to left, we have the flexible plan. So the flexible plan was our pre-COVID pricing. It's the exact same. It hasn't changed at all. And that's the regular $19 a month subscription cost, and then $10 a user. And a user is an admin, a clerk, a lawyer, whoever that may be. And then it's a pay per use type model. So it's 110 for a couple. Lower amount of volume, or those that want to keep estate planner in their back pocket if estate planning isn't part of their core service offering. They can still use it if they do a will here and there, and really keep it as a tool to elevate their practice and really get the full estate planning tool in their pocket. So that's why we made the flexible plan the exact same as pre-COVID. Also, that's a familiar price that we know everyone's aware of. So from there, we also moved on to 2 unlimited plans. And these are the ones we're pretty excited about because we find them pretty compelling. So for the first plan, which is the growing, we've allocated 3 users to this plan. You can create unlimited couples and unlimited singles at a flat rate of $350 a month. So it pretty much breaks even around your third user, or sorry, third client. It makes sense if you do more than 3 files a month to be on the growing plan, because your cost per client decreases the more clients you have past your third. So you can add 10, you can add 100, it's still going to be that flat rate. And actually right now we have a promotion going on. So if you sign up before September 8th, the cost actually is only $250 a month, and we're locking you in at that price for a year. That being said, there are no contracts. So we're not locking you in to stay with us for a year. We're just guaranteeing you that price for a year. So if you don't like our service, if you don't like the product at any point in time, you can downgrade or go to the flexible plan or move up if you'd like to. So we're not locking you into anything. We think that that is the best customer experience, and we want to deliver the best customer experience. And by doing so, if we locked you into that, we just didn't believe that that was the right thing to do. So it puts the pressure on us to always be better and always delivering the best customer experience, and as well just keep shipping new products to increase the value that you're getting. And then the third plan is the professional plan. So that is the same as the growing plan, but you get up to 15 users. So this is more for medium to larger size firms, unlimited clients, and the premium features are included. And I'll get to the premium features in 1 second. So on both the growing and professional plans, you can continue adding users at $100 a user a month to that plan instead of jumping up to the professional plan from growing right away. If you only needed 1 more user, you could do that. The reason you would want to add a user is that we're going to continue to build more functionality for what that user can do. But right now, they can be a witness. You can put their information into the software. They can be your clerk who needs to review files. They can be someone who needs to collaborate on it. So that would be a reason that you'd want more than just yourself as a user. So you'll probably notice here, there's there's a core product and then there's premium features. So we get asked this quite often, what is a premium feature? So to answer that question, I'll talk about the core product. So the core product originally is everything you know the product to be today. We didn't think it would be fair to remove anything that you're used to and take anything out of the product, because that again is not, it's just not a great experience. So we thought everything that you know that's in the product today is part of the core product. So the premium features are also things we haven't yet built, but we're planning to build in the near future. Because we made the choice to leave everything in and not pull anything else, we didn't have time to build any new premium features before this launch. So we thought we can add them, and we will be adding them down the road. And those types of features could be branding and logo on your will, on your cover page, API connections to softwares like Clio and Notice Connect. We've also been suggested that we have a monthly roundup from Jordy and Ian about everything that's changing in legislation, as well as just case studies that have been coming out in the last month. So that will be included. Part of our eState Academy, which we haven't yet launched, will also be exclusive to those that have the premium features, and also more flexible precedent. These are more of the nice to have additional features versus the core product, which is not going to be affected at all by these changes. I'm getting a internet notice, so I hope I didn't cut out there at all. Hopefully I'll look to Michaela if I did. Hopefully she'll let me know. So the good part about the growing and professional plans is that we're giving you this promotional price. And in the growing plan, if you sign up before September 8th, we're actually going to include these premium features, which down the road will be an additional $99 a month. But if you sign up for the growing plan before the 8th, you'll actually be included in that for a year. I think I pretty much covered it all. Does anyone have any questions about that right now? I'm just going to jump back into the Zoom meeting here, and feel free to unmute yourself or raise your hand if you have any questions about any of the pricing plans or what's in the plans, no contracts, the premium features, core product. Don't be shy. I'm willing to answer any questions.
I don't, hey, it's Diane here. I don't have any additional questions because I honestly haven't had an opportunity to deep dive into the program itself quite yet. So thanks for the pricing outline, but I got to deep dive into the program a bit more first.
Got it. And that's totally fine. And we get that. And we're also giving out, I mean, I'm sure you already know this, but the tutorials, Michaela is awesome on tutorials. She's more than willing to help you out if you have a live client file that you want to go through with her. So she can help you out with that. And I know September is, or the Tuesday is very close. So that is only a few days away actually. So it's really close by. And if you still haven't used the software, but you think you may use the software down the road, let's say in a couple months time, I still would recommend jumping on the growing plan now if you think you're going to do more than 2 clients in December when things cool down, because you can take advantage of it. Let's say you have 30 files in the backlog. You can do them all in 1 month and it's still going to be the flat rate, which would probably still work out better than a pay-as-you-go model down the road. So I've been encouraging people to jump on one of those plans now because it is a quite strong promotion we have going on. One question we do get asked a lot is, well, I want to be on the flexible plan because I can disperse it to my client, all the fees. So we do hear both ways. So we hear some clients dispersing, or sorry, some lawyers dispersing it to their clients, so the fee just gets passed along. And we also hear others building it into their costs, either their billable hours or just their package. So either they would just absorb it or and just package it at a higher price point. And if they know on average how many clients they get in on a monthly basis, they can pretty much do it accurately and build it into their cost structure. So we see both. We actually see it's about 50-50 that we see people doing that. Is there any other questions anyone has, or maybe not even about pricing, but just about the app in general?
I actually have a question about pricing, the flexible plan. Mm-hmm. So is the pricing, like for example, the single will, is it per like will download, or because I remember and Jordy was saying like sometimes you'll prepare a draft and then download it and then send it to the client and they want to change something, so you edit and download another one. Would that still be like one will, or?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So it would not change. We're keeping it the same as what we did before, which is if you generate a document, that's when you incur the fees. So okay. if the client doesn't retain you, we're not going to charge you for it if you don't click the generate button. But as soon as you click the generate button, then you're going to incur those costs. But let's say 5 years from now, you want to make a change to that one document. Completely still the same client file and you want to completely redo their will, you can do that at no additional cost because you've already generated the document.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks a lot, Nick. I have to jump off for my next meeting, but thanks for the info.
All right, no problem. Thank you. And so I guess the last piece to pricing is, so we are switching everyone who hasn't made a decision just onto the regular flexible plan on Tuesday, and it'll be end of day Tuesday, so you still have Tuesday to make a decision. But if you do want to choose flexible and then down the road choose the growing plan, you can absolutely do so, but the promotional price will change to the regular price. So it is quite a strong incentive right now, just to, if you think you're going to use it down the road, I highly recommend getting on the growing plan now, because you'll make it up in the busier season in December and January when complex questions about the app, we'll stay online here for a little bit to answer those questions. Oh, I think I may have been cutting out there, but we can just stay on the line here for a little bit and answer any questions you guys have about the app, or we're happy to answer any specific questions about anything that you're trying to do in the software.